Shubor na Khlem jong Nongsan Hima.
Jingangnud lenti bat Jingangnud jong Paidbah ringkat kinong yalam ka forum dawa district kala Pulom no hadian ba menteri rang ba shimla Pynbna satya ya ka district handai ha ka bakut ula Kular ba ka jing dawa district shen kan se urlong bat ka Sohra kan dei ka nong ba jong ka district bathamai Hagani kasngi la sakhi ba kinong yalam jong ka Sohra district demand forum ringkat ki Paidbah kila up kemang ha circuit house Sohra Yau menteri rang ba ka jela ukonret ki sangma usembut menteri rang ba uba Preston Tensong bakin Pynbna da ka district bathamai ya ka Sohra wat la kila up kemang naduk ka por saw baji balabu bandan ka jingya kandu jong menteri rang ba ka jela ukonret bat kinong yalam ka forum henrei de tat hadu ka por henriu baji tam balayo ban kandu namar ka jingpoi slam jo ukonret ubadang wan na ka jingya lang ka NPP hashela Hadirin kinong yalam ka forum kila pediang somabha bat keren napang kila penpau ka jingkmi lenti ba ka santarik kan di kasngi sakan ma bakin sayo ya ka jing ai somabha snem thamai na ka sarkar hendai gani kala Pulom lot hadirin ba menteri rang ba ka jela shimla Pynbna satya tang ba ula Kular ba ka jing dawa Sohra district kan sa orlong na ba ka Sohra jela kadang don kam khambun ka por ban shong bishar ya ka jinglong jingman but don kam ban le shibun ka homework watla shimla Pynbna ya ka district bathamai ha kani kasngi tang baw la Pynbna pat ba ka jingpan khai ka district kan urlong bet but kanong ba ni ka district headquarter kan dei bet ha Sohra
I apologize for the slight delay. We have traveled from things need to be said, but I will not take too much of time. First is that this area of Sohra has been an area which has been of great importance historically for the state, and also from the tourism and other activity point of view, it has been a very, very economically important zone for the state and its people. As a government, we have tried our best to ensure that overall development has reached nooks and corners of the state in every possible way. Large areas which have been neglected, we have tried our best to ensure that maximum developments go and reach to these areas. We are not saying that we have been able to achieve everything, but we have been able to push the limits and raise the bar overall of developmental activities in different corners of the state. And Sohra also has seen some part of that development aspect coming. We also have a lot of things that are on the pipeline that are being worked out for this area. Tourism is one area which has really created a large amount of employment in this area. And hence I was mentioning last time to Ba Alan West in the presence of our Deputy Chief Minister about the different eco-restoration and eco-tourism projects that we have that are planned in a very, very large scale has to be divided into another district. There is no doubt about it. It has to be because it is not manageable in the sense that there is too much of administration and the different corners that need to be brought into the entire Shillong city and trying to control it from Shillong is very difficult. Where we came from today is in one corner of the state in terms of where we landed and where we took the meeting and coming from there. And it's unimaginable to think of how people will be able to access the services from Shillong every time they have to. So the first point that I would like to make to all of you is that East Khasi Hills has to be divided into a new district. There is no doubt about it. Second point, which I would like to say, is that if you look at the overall administrative setups that have been there, Sohra is the civil subdivision that is out there and out here within the district of East Khasi Hills. And hence, Sohra has all the necessary infrastructures that are required for a district in the future to be able to promote it or bring it into a district format. And there is no doubt about that. So therefore, if you look at the entire aspect, this is what the logical way forward is. And let me also tell you and share with you that Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, myself and all of us have already been discussing this for a very, very long time. And hence, this is something that is definitely on the pipeline. When we discuss this entire issue of East Khasi Hills, of Sohra district, of creating of a new district out here, we worked very, very hard to ensure that all aspects are covered. We had challenges, and the challenges were very simple. The geographical permutations and the combinations that we need to create. Let me share with you, as a government, we need to see the needs of the people, that administration gets closer. But at the same time, we'll also need to ensure that it is done in the best possible manner. Tomorrow, we should not be targeted by any other part of the region saying that we took the decision in haste and that we didn't do our homework properly, that we left out some people or we took in too much. And after deep consultation with every aspect and every angle and every possible stakeholders that we could think of, we did come across certain hurdles. Otherwise, let me tell you, Sohra would have been a district a long time back. In this government itself. It would have been announced a long time back. So friends, the reason I am here today, because we had deep consultation with our Deputy Chief Minister, with our other leaders and other cabinet colleagues. We are here to tell you that the district will happen. There is no doubt about it. Sohra district will happen. It has to happen because it is the logical way forward for this entire region, and it is a logical way forward to ensure that East Khasi Hills is divided into a proper administrative setup and system and unit. And that is the only way forward for us. And we are in the process of, in fact, working on all the details on how we should move forward. The geographical permutation and combination are the areas which we need to ensure that the streamlining is done. There should be no complaint, no wrong step by us, that tomorrow somebody comes and puts up another complaint against us. We need to be very careful in order to move forward in that line. So I would like to officially tell you and officially announce to you that we will be going ahead with these districts. We will be working forward, but it will take us time to make sure that we carry everybody along. I must tell you that government has to work, but it has to work with the speed and proper consultation that it should. An issue like this district deserves. One constituency or two constituencies and saying that, well, let's just combine one or two and let's go ahead with it just because we need to go ahead, would not be the right step forward. Once we find that this is the way forward and this is how things are going to be and people are happy with this and it makes complete sense, then we may go ahead with that also. But the bottom line of this entire meeting today, after deep consultation with everybody, is to tell you that we will go ahead with the district. New district will be created, but it will be done in a proper manner after deep consultation, as I said, with all stakeholders to ensure that all different regions in this part of the state, because of the logical and the geographical disconnectivity that is there, how do we overcome those challenges and how do we create a district that is going to be sustainable and ensure that it's able to serve all the people in this region in the best possible manner, and which particular area or GS circle deserves to be in one particular district or deserves to be in another part of the district. So this challenge is what is taking us a bit of time. I have shared this with so many of our leaders. I've shared this with so many of our people, even with the demand committee. I've assured them, and I'm assuring the people out here also, that it will happen. It is the most logical way to move forward. We will work very fast and swiftly to ensure that all those hurdles and all those challenges that are there are overcome. But you have to give us some time to iron out those issues. And yes, there are other regions in the state also which have demanded for new districts. All those homeworks also are going on, especially when it comes to areas like West Garo Hills. And we feel strongly that these two areas of West Garo Hills and this area of East Khasi Hills are two areas which are too big to be managed and controlled by one particular headquarter, and hence a new district in these areas is necessary. And in East Khasi Hills, it makes complete logical sense. And I would like to, as I said, officially tell you, I've never taken this stand before, but I'm officially telling you today that yes, that the next step forward will be to make Sohra into a district. But for that, you have to allow us to do the necessary work and steps to ensure that all the paperwork, all the delimitation that needs to be done, to ensure that all the areas are considered, that all aspects will have to be worked on. And when the time comes, we will definitely ensure that this aspect and the creation of the district is also done. Working towards it, I want to assure you that it is going to happen, and I want to assure you that it will happen at the earliest. But as I said, we don't want to be irresponsible as a government and simply jump into something just because we have to sit down and make it happen, or just because there is certain kind of pressure that is there. We'll have to do it in the way that we can justify it to everybody. We will do it in the way that is most logical, and in a way that is going to ensure that we take everybody on board while we move forward. So friends, this is of course, as I said, an important day. I know that all of you have very high expectations. I'm not here to in any way bring down those expectations. I want to tell you that for the first time, government has officially taken the step and announced that it will happen. If you remember, in the earlier days and the earlier meetings we had, we were not able to come to a conclusion because other areas were demanding a different geographical location to be put up as headquarters. But let me tell you, that proposal is not feasible because we strongly feel that Sohra already has all the bases and all the administrative units to automatically upgrade it into a district. So therefore it is something that is logical, and it has to move in that direction, and I can assure you that it will move in that direction. But I have to be given time, our cabinet has to be given time to ensure that we are not going to take any mistake, and not going to make any mistakes in this line and make this thing possible at the earliest. This has taken us a lot of work, a lot of calculations, and we are moving in the right direction, and I'm hopeful that the day is very near that we will be officially able to inaugurate the district also. But as I said, you have to allow us to do our homework, allow us to do all the calculations and all the detailed work properly. And let me assure you that we are working towards this, and would like to announce that yes, officially the next area which will be given a district will be in this zone.